Hey y'all, I'm Laura with Freedom Family, and today I'm going to be showing you how to repair or recover the armrest on a 2008 to 2012 Honda Accord. Let's get to it. Okay, so what we've got here is a very common occurrence with these Accords, and that is the padding is completely gone. From years of having weight be put on this, it has also been stretched out a little bit. So I have a couple of ideas on how to repair this cover instead of replacing it. And I'm so convinced that this will work that I haven't bought a replacement. That would be the easiest thing to do, would to be just to replace this cover. So I will put links below, but I'm actually going to try to repair this. We have 2, 4, 6 screws here. One right here, one right here, one right here, one right here, and then we've got 2 on the sides back here, and I will show you how to get to those. Phillips head screwdriver. I do have a power drill which I could use, but they're not very long, and you can run the risk of damaging these very fragile plastic components at this age. So I'm just gonna go just an old-fashioned screwdriver. To get to these 2 down here on the sides, this actually slides forward. It just slides by force. And now we can actually access those 2 screws. So now we have, I think, just one last screw. Then we should be able to just separate these 2 pieces. Like that. So let's get this on the workbench and I will show you what I am going to be doing with this. Okay, so we have our cover here. I am just going to pry all these staples out. We're just going to go around this whole thing, prying them all out. You're going to want a screwdriver and a little pair of pliers to just pull stuff like that out that wants to stick in. Should just be able to pull this off of the little bit of glue they put down. And since I'm going to try to be reusing this, I'm just trying to be as gentle as possible. Gross. Just going to set that aside. And this is what we have left. You can see the issue here that has just been smushed to death. I was gonna just scrape this all off. Looks like it's not that hard. I'm just gonna peel this off. That's gross. Kind of peeled this off just to get it mostly level. Even if you're not going to try to refurb the cover that's already there, you're probably going to want to do something about this. I wouldn't put the cover directly on top of this because we've got some, it's not completely even, it's a little textury, but that's going to be fine for what I'm about to do. My secret weapon for refurbing this is going to be scrap headliner material. I am just going to glue this down with headliner glue just like I would a headliner, and then cut it real close, just trim it off. As you can already see, that little bit of texture is coming off on the headliner material. That's okay, I'm not that worried about it. What I'm mostly aiming to glue or to get the adhesive to catch on is the sides. headliner glue is kind of different than most of your other glues. We're gonna wait until this is dry and tacky to the touch and not wet, because they will bond together much better like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a razor blade and just run it along the edge. Okay, so now we have some nice new fresh padding, and I know what you may be thinking, the original padding only went in this very short square section. I did this intentionally because our cover is obviously going to have stretched a little bit, and I think covering this whole thing in a little bit of padding will help with that stretching. So, pre-glue or staple, I think we're going to be able to get a nice stretch out of this. Once I've stapled this down and we've gotten it all nice and neat, we might be able to get the rest of this out with a little bit of heat, because this is vinyl. So there are some grooves that I want to stick to so that this keeps as clean a look as possible. And I have a staple gun. The staples are a little bit bigger than what was already in there, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I want to pay close attention to the wrinkles that are here as I'm putting the staples in, and do whatever I can to stretch this out so that those wrinkles go away. So this turned out a lot better than expected. I've still got a little bit of loose material here and obviously pretty worn on this side, but I do feel like we got it secured tightly, that it's not gonna just rip. And so now I'm gonna try a little bit of heat treatment to see if we can shrink it up a little bit. I think it's making it worse. Yeah, I think that makes it worse. But that's still a great improvement, and it can still take weight. If you're looking to extend the life of this cover, this is a great way to go. I'm very happy with it. It's got a nice bit of padding. Otherwise, a brand new cover is going to be the way you want to go with this to further extend the life of this piece. The heat made it look like it was expanding and made it look bad temporarily, but as it cooled down, it has lost that crease it had before. Before, you could see my finger kind of move across the fabric like that, where you can't see it here. And it still does it a little bit, but it's much better. So I'm gonna carefully try just a little bit more and we'll see how that goes. Splash, cool it down. It's still got a little bit of stretch to it, but I think that's much better. Heat exacerbated these cracks that were already there. So what I'm going to do is I have a kit for vinyl repair that I'm going to use on this now. If you're just recovering this with a new cover, I will put timestamps in the corner on where to skip to for the installing it back in the vehicle procedure. The reason why I'm taking such care to get this clean is because to get the color matched correctly, obviously we're gonna need to fully see what color this was, and it was very dirty. Now we've got a clean canvas to match our color to. I have a 3M leather and vinyl repair kit. We have colors, vinyl adhesive, a mixing cup, and a mixing spatula. We're going to need an iron. I have brought my iron. Oh my gosh. In this kit, there are 3 grain papers. You're going to match the grain papers that they're giving you to the grain that is on this piece. You want to start with as little paint as possible because you're going to be adding as you go. On most colors, unless it's a very, very dark color, you're going to have a majority white base. I'm going to be adding a tiny little bit of brown and a little bit of yellow just for starters, because I can tell that these are the 3 colors that are going to make up the majority of this color. And as you can tell, that's already pretty darn close. It's not as close as I wish it was, and because I've reused this transfer paper so many times, it didn't get that texture in there. That bit at the bottom opened up again, so we're just going to give these one last shot. It's definitely not perfect. As you can tell, I wasn't able to get all the dirt out from between the crevices, which is what makes this stand out a little bit more, but I think it's definitely improvement. We're going to go ahead and install this. Now we have our replaced, or if you got a new one, new cover, and we are just going to pop this back in. Get a few of our screws started to pull it in. One's off, but it's just a placeholder right now. So these 3 screws right here are going to pull it in enough for us to be able to put in the last 4. That's all got to be straight for these to line up. You don't want to tighten them too tightly, or you can start stripping out the plastic. So you just want them hand tight. Nothing more than that. They're not coming out. And that's it. We hope you enjoyed the video and maybe found it helpful. If you did, please consider giving us a like and maybe subscribe. It really helps out the channel. As always, I will be happy to answer as many questions as I can in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again in the shop.